Despite having all the resources necessary all the time available to us, we are still sick, we are still fat, we are still weak, we are still losing ourselves. We are more depressed than ever, we are more stressed than ever, and somehow we don't have any purpose and any meaning anymore in our life. And one of the biggest problems, although we have all these things, is exactly this right here. Yeah? We are actually going to lose ourselves more and more if we're continuing down this road with how society is going nowadays, because the human species, we as humans, our bodies, we were created, we were designed, we evolved through this, through nature. And you can see the beauty of the nature, how it is. I really love this place here. I basically grew up in this place, yeah. As a small kid, I already came here to play, to train, yeah. And it's funny because I'm again using quite a lot more the dowel or this kind of stick or staff, however you want to call it, now because I want to learn more skills with it because I really like it, and it's also nice to teach and to show things with it. It's also quite a nice mobility tool. Yeah. So every time I'm going for a walk, I'm using this to stretch my pecs, to stretch my wrists, to stretch my shoulders. So it's quite an awesome tool. And as a kid, I like to come here to look for certain branches and to have them as kind of a stick as well. Inspired by Dragon Ball, by Son Goku with his stick. That's the same what I did too. And I always liked to come here because this place, this specific place here, had some kind of not only peaceful and meditating feeling and presence, but it also had something powerful somehow. Every time I spent time here, not only as a kid, even as a teenager, as a young adult, and even now in my later years, it's grounding me somehow. It's filling me again with energy. It's filling me again with peace and calmness. And it's exactly this what I'm missing sometimes in my life, and what I'm seeing also society and pretty much everyone else is missing in their lives. Because nature helps us not only to ground ourselves, but also to grow. Because through nature, yeah, I'm a strongman. In strongman, you know, rocks, stones are specific events. And even if you look through history, humans always somehow went into nature to train their body, to train their spirit, to train their minds. And we used calm areas, calm places to meditate or to pray. We used rocks and stones to train. We used trees and trunks and stumps to train, to carry. We used sticks and rocks and whatever as weapons later on. And that's the beauty of nature. And that's also what is missing in our society nowadays. And what it's pretty sad and pretty trist to say like that, because it looks like we are going further and further away from this. from our basically natural habitat, if you want to say it like that. And we are moving more and more towards closed environments, very closed cities, where we are living in very small and tiny apartments, not going far distances anymore by feet, walking in nature. No, we are going on asphalt, we are going on the street, we are going on roads, on pavement, and there are buildings all around us. There's everything gray or black and white and nothing with real color anymore. And in my opinion, growing up in such a place, being blessed to grow up in such a place, that's exactly what is missing. What I'm seeing is missing. And that's also exactly what we should actually strive to get back to. Because if we want to grow, if we want to find inner peace, and not only inner peace, but if we want to master our insight and master ourselves, we have to be able to focus on ourselves and to not get distracted by anything else and to not get bombarded by anything else. And the problem nowadays with social media, with all the screens, is we don't have time anymore for ourselves. We don't have time to sit in peace in nature or even somewhere isolated, could be in our room if we don't have access to nature. It would be pretty pity, but yeah, if you live in a city, I guess you don't really have another opportunity. But if you have the opportunity to go outside and to find such a place, maybe you are blessed like me and you can find such a place full of stones and rocks and a river basically, then go there and just chill. Spend time with yourself. Spend time going deeper and deeper inside you, basically. Because somehow we tend to run away from ourselves. Somehow we tend to avoid being bored, avoid to confront our inner child, our inner dreams, our inner goals. Maybe maybe it's because we deeply know that the life we are living right now and the things we are doing right now are not the things we wanted to do. But it's exactly this. It's exactly this confrontation which we need and which we lost. Because if we confront ourselves and if we are honest to ourselves and if we have the time, it doesn't have to be long. Could be just even 2 3 minutes. Better would be, of course, 5 to 10 minutes, but at the beginning that might be too hard. So just take it easy. 2 3 minutes. Sit in silence. Sit in peace. Sit just with yourself and confront yourself. And sooner or later, you will discover what is truly inside you and what is missing in your life. And you will be able to slowly get out of anxiety, get out of depression. You will slowly find what you really want to do with your life, what you really want to explore, to experience. And you will perhaps discover what the meaning and the purpose of your life is just by confronting yourself. And I have to say, I've gone through this multiple times in my life. and I will speak in upcoming videos about certain phases of my life. Hard, very hard and difficult phases, going through injuries, going through a lot of drama, going through financial crisis, going through a divorce, going through a lot of pressure, performing pressure in my sports career basically. And I will explain to you how I managed to win 4 world champion titles, how I developed the mindset and the attitude to become the greatest U105 strongman athlete ever, if I can say so myself. Because so far, no one has 4 world championship titles. I have the official world's strongest man U105 title. And I have many more achievements. And that's just because I confronted myself. And I knew there deep inside me, there is something what is not letting me rest. Because if I would have taken another path, which I did, I wouldn't find peace. And I didn't find peace. And that's why ultimately I came back to this and I found strongman. And through strongman, everything else can. But that's another video and another story for itself. So as a takeaway for this video, if you have the possibility to go out in nature, and if you are blessed like me with a place like that, go there. Once a week, it should be enough. Once a week, spend a couple of minutes there. 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes, maybe even more. And just sit with yourself and confront yourself. Let the thoughts come which are coming into your mind, and let what is deep inside you come as well. And look what your true inner self wants to tell you. Because I'm sure wherever you are right now, and somehow I have this feeling that someone needs to hear this, wherever you are right now, you are not in the right place. And you know that deep inside yourself. That's why, even if it's maybe hard, toughen up, just for a bit, 2, 3 minutes, once per week, and confront yourself. And if you repeat this multiple times, and you do it consistently, you will see your life will change dramatically. Until the next time.